Good morning, lovely people. Welcome to today's review on Emirate Radio. We are located behind Federal Ministry of Environment of Ujebaud, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. I am Misturah Issa. On today's newspaper, we will be looking at the Punch newspaper, Daily Post newspaper, the Nation newspaper, and the Vanguard newspaper. Alright, let's take a look at the stories making headline on Nigerian newspaper this morning. On the Punch newspaper, Tinubu to meet service chief over rising killings. Still on Punch newspaper, Tinubu facilitates Emir of Ilorin, Zulu Gambari at 85. On Daily Post newspaper, filling stations shut after Dangote refinery's petrol price drop. On Punch newspaper, federal government closes Lagos Bridge for repair April 27th. On Daily Post, NAMA begins validation of Ogun Agro Cargo Airport for commercial flights. And on the Nation newspaper, IGP team to probe Natasha allegation against Apavio. On Punch newspaper, Buhari endorsement not needed to defeat Tinubu, says Babashir. On Vanguard newspaper, APC now working to ensure Nigeria in diaspora vote Ganduje. On Punch newspaper, Shetima urges cardinal lawmakers to improve on security efforts. Alright, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Your everyday companion, your feel-good radio, your ultimate radio station, Emirate Radio Nigeria.
Welcome back. On the Punch newspaper, Tinubu to meet service chief over rising killings. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is planning to meet with the service chief to discuss the rising killing in Plateau, Benue and other parts of the country on his return to Abuja from his 2-week working visit to Paris, the French capital. Tinubu returned to Abuja yesterday night after spending 18 days on a working visit and a retreat in Paris and London. The Air Force 001 aircraft conveying the president landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja at 9:50 p.m. yesterday, the State House Media Office announced. Since April 2nd, when it traveled, more than 120 locals have been killed by armed assassinates. Several homes have been burnt and 3,000 persons displaced despite the deployment of security forces. In Benue, at least 56 people were killed in Logo and Dago. Still on Punch newspaper, Tinubu facilitates Emir of Ilorin Gambari at 85. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated the Emir of Ilorin, Alhaji Ibrahim Zulu Gambari, as the Reverend Monarch marked his 85th birthday today at April 22nd. The President's Godwin message was conveyed in a statement issued today by his Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononiga. The President praised the Emir for his selfless service to the nation, both on the bench and in traditional leadership, commending his unwavering dedication to national development. The Tinubu also acknowledged the Emirate contribution to the education sectors as Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, and the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi. Still on Punch newspaper, federal government closes Lagos Bridge for repairs, April 27th. The federal government has announced full closure of the Ijora Bridge in Lagos starting from April 27th for critical repair works. The Federal Controller of Works, Lagos, Mrs. Olukorede Kesha, made this known during an inspection that needed comprehensive repairs, especially replacement of defective bearings beneath the deck. Kesha said this. Okay, and on Daily Post newspaper, filling station short after Dangote refinery's petrol price drop. Some filling stations and petroleum product marketers, partner of Dangote, dropped by the 650,000 barrels per day refinery. Newsmen gathered that for the past 5 days, MRS filling station in Abuja, along Kubwa Expressway and others have not dispensed fuel since Dangote Refinery announced its depot fuel price reduction to 835 per litre today, 16th April 2025. On Tuesday, 16th April 2025, an official of MRS Filling, who prefer anonymity because is not authorized to speak, revealed to newsmen that the filling station is grappling with the loss incurred after Dangote's latest price adjustment. Meanwhile, another official at the filling station said the retail outlet is built to reopen on Tuesday, noting it has been undergoing minor maintenance. Still on Daily Post newspaper, NAMA begins validation of Ogun Ago Cargo Airport for commercial flights. Officials of the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, yesterday carried out flight check at the Gateway International Airport, Ogun State, beginning the process for the commencement of commercial flights. Speaking after conducting the check, the manager flight calibration service, NAMA, engineer Mary Sezing, said the aim of the check was to ensure that it aligned with the proposed procedures defined for the airport. The manager commended the state government for establishing such an impressive airport in a very short time, calling for the installation of an instrument landing system and other navigational instruments to aid flight movements at the airport. He said the validation of the procedure is to facilitate the arrival of aircraft at the airport, expressing hope that with the level of work done, it will become a destination of airplanes soon. On the Nation newspaper, IGP team to probe Natasha's allegation against Akpabio. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has constituted a team to investigate the alleged assassination claim by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Akpabio petitioned Lateef Fagbemi. Akpabio describes the allegation as defamatory and called for legal action to preserve peace and in safety. Egbetokun confirmed that a team is investigating the matter through Force Police Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi said he will unravel the truth. Says Babashir. Former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babashir Lawal, said those struggling to curry the favor of former President Muhammadu Buhari including loyalists of President Bola Tinubu and some chieftains of the Fourth Congress for Progressive Change, are busy chasing shadows. Lawa stated this in an exclusive interview with newsmen, insisting that every genuine CPC chieftain who has the interests of the Talakawas, the poor and the vulnerable at heart will stop at nothing to kick out any government that brings pain and impoverishment to the people like the Tinubu administration in 2027. He said, first of all, we don't need Buhari blessing. We only needed to tell him that what we wanted to do because we are adults. It is also not like we will go and tell Buhari to follow us. Of course, we are mature and intelligent people. Okay, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
We take the lead among all radio stations. Emirate Radio, the station of your choice. We take the lead among all radio stations. Emirate Radio.
Welcome back. Still on Vanguard newspaper, APC now is working to ensure Nigeria in diaspora votes Ganduje. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has hinted that the ruling party is working closely with the National Assembly to ensure that Nigerians in the diaspora vote during elections. Ganduje stated this while unveiling a new executive committee for the France chapter of the party in Paris at the event which took place in Paris at the weekend. The APC chairman emphasized the importance of unity among parties members in diaspora, stressing the role in supporting the administration economic transformation efforts. Ganduje acknowledged that while the reform under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may be seen as painful, they are necessary steps to reposition Nigerian economy for sustainable growth. In a statement by its Chief Press Secretary Edwin Olofu in Abuja, the APC chairman praised the efforts of the diaspora in expanding the party base abroad through active recruitment of members and mobilization. Also on Punch newspaper, Shettima urges Kaduna lawmakers to improve on security efforts. The Vice President Kashim Shettima has observed that investment in security and peace is crucial to unveiling and preserving the rich cultural heritage of the ancient Nok civilization. Shettima made this observation on Saturday while addressing attendees at the 2025 Tokam Cultural Festive held in Kwai Jaba local government area of Kaduna State. He was represented by Stephen Shakari, senior legislative aide to the Deputy Senate President and a member of the Presidential Committee on the Nigerian Youth Investment Fund. The Vice President urged the people of the Nok area to shun bitterness, embrace dialogue, and collaborate with all tiers of government to restore the peace and build upon existing security efforts. He stressed that substantial investment in infrastructure, education, and healthcare are equally vital in showcasing the richness of Nok culture. And lastly, on Punch newspaper, Ogun Commissioner urges public-private partnership to uplift vulnerable. The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Adijat Adeleye, yesterday emphasized strong collaboration between the public and private sectors to make life more comfortable for the undeserved communities and the vulnerable in this society. Adeleye made this call while delivering a keynote address with the theme Uniting for a Cause, the crucial role of collaboration between governments and the NGOs in supporting the less privileged. At the annual charity and operation colloquium of the Less Privileged Children Encouragement Initiative held at Ijebu-Ode. The charitable initiative is the brainchild of the permanent secretary with the Ogun State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Dr. Rotimi Akinlesi, and his wife, Dr. Bukola Akinlesi. Adeleye said that for collaboration between the government and the NGOs to however thrive, transparency and accountability must be at the heart of every partnership. That ends today's newspaper review on Emirate Radio. For more in-depth on these stories, grab the newspaper. Once again, I am Misturah Issa. Thanks for joining.